Season of the Deep is here, and that means in a new season of Destiny, of course, to find the fastest farms so that we can exploit all the things we can before Bungie patches them. In fact, I think this is the most broken farm in all of Destiny 2 history, or very close to it. With this farm, you can get every material you need, from the deep engrams to the salvage keys, which will help you get all of the reprised and reskinned Taken and Gambit weapons. If you want to see how broken this is about an hour of farming here. I've got 5 of each of the different keys and 20 of the sonar station deep engrams. In addition, with the Last Wish raid being reprised, we can now craft the weapons, and if you are looking for red border farms, look no further. This is my postmaster after an hour. Suffice it to say, this farm is broken. Hi everyone, I'm MANO, and I make guides inside of Destiny 2, from solo flawless dungeon guides to ways to farm gear, you know, when I actually do upload. But you should subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so that I can help enable your Destiny 2 addiction or help you get over it faster. Alright, that's enough yakking. On to the farm. You're going to need to have access to the Last Wish raid, and no, we're not just going to do Riven 5 times and then go open up 5 chests. Although that is one good method, we are going to use a different exploit. Are you surprised? You shouldn't be. This is Destiny after all, and this is what Destiny players do. In fact, this was so easy, I actually taught this via text chat in an LFG. Oh yeah, and we only did it with 3 people too. And to make it even more ridiculous, we're going to do it in less than a minute. Go to the Dreaming City and go to the Last Wish raid and load up the first encounter, also known as Cali. We're going to stun her in place with Anarchy, keep her trapped, and do as much damage as we can until we get the loot. To do the amount of damage that you need, you probably need a tractor cannon or 2, or having a couple of golden gun hunters with Star Eater scales. Or you could just have a couple of slug shotguns and go from there. Now, while this is an easy cheese that you can do, there are many ways that you can mess this up, and I've had many people be confused by watching other videos, and in the text chat, we often had people talking about missteps that they've gotten from other videos. I'm going to show you how to keep her from teleporting 100% of the time with no failures, as long as you follow the steps in this video. All right, let's show you this in first person. I'm going to be the person that traps Cali. Step number 1, have a teammate go stand on the plate. You don't have to do this, but it makes it much more consistent. Now I've got my Anarchy out. Once you see Cali's shield drop here, right there at that moment, you're going to hit her with a single Anarchy shot. Then rotate over to where she's going to spawn. Have all your teammates over here on this right plate and put 1 Anarchy on the ground. Then place 1 directly on her body when she spawns in, and she will be trapped. Then proceed to do damage. You can put a couple of Anarchy just to keep her in that spot. You don't have to apply it in any special way once you've got her trapped. Just keep putting it on her and then just destroy her. At this point, you have infinite time, or at least as much time as she has until she does her white mechanic, the ontological weapon. But because you've got her so close and you can just spam her with a well, a tractor cannon, slug shotguns, and supers, you can kill her pretty darn fast. Now, there's actually a trick to actually keeping this checkpoint directly from this spot so you don't have to join in on another character, but we're going to show you that in a minute. I want to show a slow motion of this again in case if you're having any issues. Here, I look for the shield going away, and I'm looking specifically for those red markers in the middle of my reticle to be hitting. That means I've applied the 1 shot on Cali. You can't put 2 on her at that moment. You have to put exactly this amount on. Otherwise, she will teleport away. You also can't just put 3 on her at this spot right when she teleports to this moment, because it will not work. She will definitely teleport away. There is something about this order of how everything goes to keep her here consistently 100% of the time. Now, she may be at 0 health at some of your runs. What if she doesn't die? Stop damage and rotate around. Basically, the game is just trying to get her to get to the final piece where she dies, but because she's trapped, she can't do anything. So either rotate around, or you might need to clear the plate. It won't matter, you're not going to wipe at this moment. She'll always teleport towards the center. If you get her to this point, you're not soft locked or anything else like that. Just kill enemies and keep yourself alive. She basically just needs to teleport. As soon as she teleports to another location and she gets 1 tick of damage, she'll die. Now, if you see this on screen, Cali conceives an ontological weapon. That means she's going to teleport towards the middle somewhere, just rotate and bind her, and then do 1 tick of damage, and you are good to go. Now, to make this go less than 60 seconds, whoever is the fire team leader leaves as soon as you get loot. That leader goes to orbit, and let's show you a full rotation and how it looks. And as soon as she explodes and you get your loot, your fire team leader should have their finger on the orbit button and head to orbit as soon as possible. And because the Destiny 2 servers are really slow, you can actually keep the instance if you're fast enough. That way you don't have to switch between 2 different characters or do anything else like that. It takes less than a minute. Not only will you get tons of raid loot and potentially lots of red borders to help craft the weapons, you will get tons of deep dive and salvage keys. With this, you won't have to run different activities to farm these 2 seasonal currencies. You can just go right into salvage or deep dive and you've got the keys already. And also you'll have tons of the deep engrams that you'll need for this season to get any of the weapons that you want. After about an hour or 2, your postmaster and character will look like this. And the best part is that the Last Wish weapons have been renewed with some of the best perks in the game. For example, here's Apex Predator with Demolitionist Explosive Light or Reconstruction, and some of the new perks as well. In addition, I got this beauty of an auto rifle, which may be the best primary in the game. Make sure you get subscribed so we talk about why these 2 perks here could absolutely blow Season of the Deep out of the water. I'm going to be doing a ton of build guides and also a solo flawless strategy guide to the dungeon coming out this Friday. So you're going to want to make sure you get subscribed for that. But if you are ever looking for a community to come hang out with, as well as do some of these farms, we are going to do them live on twitch.tv/ManoDestra, where we do all of our helps. We also have a Discord down below that you can join at your leisure and invite your friends to come on over and get some of these tips and tricks. We'd love to have you. As always, if you found something in this video to be helpful, a subscription is greatly appreciated. We are very close to 100K and you could help make it possible. Good hunting, Guardians. I'll see you next time in the universe of Destiny.